We do not own the rights to anything or any music that's heard during the duration of this podcast. Also, a lot of these shows will have explicit content. So if you are not a fan of any cursing or profanity, you may want to walk away, but that does not mean that every show will consist of such. I know y'all tired of it, but we got a new season of The Past. Welcome to season 8, the Mamba Year. Podcast available on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all of your podcast platforms. Here you'll get a dose of content related to tech, the productivity world, and most importantly, how to be a better you. The theme for this year, personally, is receiving grace. And we definitely want to do better with receiving it and being open to being a better us from who we were a year ago. So this is season 8 of The Past, and I hope you all enjoy. What's good? What's going on? Episode 404, interesting number, of The Past with your host BT, and you'll get a unique sound because this might be one of my first outdoor podcasts, but indoor podcasts, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I got a special guest. He's a guest to y'all, but he's like family because Lord knows we got a backstory about how we know and how we've connected. So he's listened to the show enough times, so he know the rules. First time you got to introduce, and then I get to talk shit, and then we're going to have a good show because we got a lot of stuff to unpack. So I'll let you do your introduction whenever you're ready.
Jacolby.
Tell him, just give him the symbol. You give him the symbol.
Or
you give him the elevator speech?
No. Father, husband, uncle,
Is that you doing?
nephew.
Is that you rock? Is that you pushing back on 400? Okay.
Yeah, no.
That's
just me. Yeah. Locksmith.
Yeah, I was about to say.
804-213-2620. 804-213-2620. Okay. All right.
No, you good. Your link. I mean, the link's in the show notes because
Yeah,
I do promote it.
it.
I promoted it for like years.
Oh, word.
It's been in the show for a minute because I know we was talking about like you getting set up online, getting the business stuff going.
Yeah, and
so,
I'm solo, so I never did that. It's hand to hand, give out cards,
right?
Promote personally, stuff like that, because I want the flow to be to the point where I can get it done, but not overwhelming because I don't have no help on the other end. You know what I'm saying?
So with the locksmith part, it'll be a good kickstart. And then we got, like I said, there's a whole lot of other stuff we can chop it up about. But you brought something up in the pre-pod. There was a couple of pre-pod things I could have recorded, but we'll talk about that on another hit. But you said something as far as someone saying, yeah, that was quick. And as long as you talk to me about this, I've always heard you say this anytime we've had phone calls. So before you answer this question, to give backstory so that the listeners know, we have known each other over 20 years, give or take. Almost teetering 25, because I think you're at the 25 mark now. From high school, from life, from people we know.
Yeah.
Even with connections, like social media can go whatever direction, but we always, somehow, in some way, it'd be like, yo, B, I got blah, 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 blah. And we talk about whatever.
Yeah. We cross paths.
We always cross paths, And
it's
typically, and it's more offline. So to tie back to that conversation about the 10 years, give people an understanding, because a lot of people who listen think about, oh, it don't take long to do something, but the reality is the backlog you personally have with experience. So
it took me 10 years to get that fast to do it.
Right.
So if it look easy,
it's
so
people
think it, similar to what you do.
Right.
The work been put in.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna look easy on the front end.
Right.
But they don't know the back end. So
True.
that's kind of how I look at it. And if you don't say nothing, I won't say nothing. But when you say, "Oh, that was easy," I was like, "Okay, well,
right.
Yeah, we good." I mean, but if I stood around and made it look harder or tap dance around, I'm just not the type of person that's gonna make it look harder than what it is because I put the work in.
Because you got to get it done and keep pushing.
Yeah, that's the whole goal of the situation.
Right.
Yeah, like
true. Fair. So, if you notice in the title, he doesn't notice because I didn't tell him yet, but the title is called Pod God. So,
word. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
No, you good. You good. I already know.
Yeah.
You got home court, so I'm chilling. And like I said, he knows me well enough to know, even with everything he's doing now, I'm gonna clean all this up, and it's gonna be like, how'd you make it? So
yeah, I know them levels crazy on that.
Yeah.
One,
oh no, it's fine.
But I meant that shit. And he already gave you the disclaimer about language, so I meant that shit.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Look, that's proof that he is a listener because he knows I have to put that disclaimer out there about folks. Because I had that joke with one of my guests. He was like, "Is it okay to cuss?" I'm like, "Yeah, cuss. I mean, we're adults." But he's gave me that type. So, matter of fact, I'll let you get a backstory about that because that way people can understand the process. Because you just talked about it with the work put in and everything. So,
I'm on the road all the time.
Right.
I travel all around.
Mm-hmm.
So my main form of traveling was music.
Right.
But 80s baby, grew up in the 90s. I got sick of my own music, basically. So I just listened to a bunch of podcasts.
Right.
And you stand the test of time. Pure progression.
Right.
Can handle a show alone. A lot of people depend on like
co-hosts and guests, yeah.
Guest celebrities. A lot of people depend on sensationalism and all the tricks of the trade.
The overhyping it.
Yeah, but by you being able to, and I say float through a show, I know it took you a lot of work.
Oh no,
but on my end, it sounds like you're floating through a show.
Right.
So I know that takes work. So when I say pod God, I mean it. I'm just like the pod God, like, and it's not an overhyping. It's no bullshit. It's just like because I've listened to a bunch
hundreds.
Of them.
Yeah, you said you talked about it offline. It's like a lot of folks you sub to. Yeah,
being able to be what they call a regular guy,
right,
and carry shows consistently.
Yeah.
By God. I mean, and you didn't name yourself that.
No.
So that's what make it official too.
Yeah.
Because
I appreciate that.
If you had been like, man, what's up, Cole? I'd be like, what's up, man? Yeah, hey, this pod God. I'd have hung up on your head.
No, I just
that's what I'm saying. I'm comfortable saying it because of the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and you see, and you also, and we talked about this pre-pod too. So like one thing that I've always looked at is I'm always about reflection. So a prime example of the reflection is like when I think of, so there's the 400 plus episodes y'all have heard. There are the other episodes that aren't numbered. Then there are episodes.
What was it at first?
Brate podcast.
Yeah, I had some Brate on my phone.
I need to find. I don't know where those. Like I've lost those because they was on another platform.
Yeah, it was.
It was on Spreaker.
Yeah, so it wasn't. Yeah, so I did have those. Yeah.
So those shows, and it's so funny because like I don't know if you might have heard it. It was one show that I did. I always talk about it on the show where it was me trying to learn the application and learn how to record. And I'm using their product, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I got this microphone, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time I'm recording straight off the computer. Didn't know, so it was like, oh, this is so rough. But over time, it's like you said, it's been literally 8+ years of, like, this podcast journey. And some days I still have to think, like, the show is still going. But I've jokingly given people a hard time about, yo, folks pod fade. Folks will do a show and be here today, going tomorrow. So no, I appreciate it. I appreciate a lot of support, and I definitely have had fun doing it. And it's so fun. It's so interesting because I may hit you up, or I'll send you the link, and you'll be like, I got it. I already know. It's gonna hit the queue, and once I get to it, and I know when you listen to it, because I was even telling somebody today, it was like, 12-week year, or blah 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 blah, and I was like, yeah, he definitely was like on. And I like you hit me to a book app about. That I can get audiobooks, so I got that queued up to listen to too.
Yeah, the selection
is
way better than the old app, the old library app, the Libby and all those.
Oh, see, I didn't even know they had their own app. Never knew. But on the same token, that's so developer.
But, real quick, but you mentioned this too. The consumption of content. Yeah. It's like, that's why I said I just put it out there, and you get to it when you get to it and stuff like that, because I'm on content overload. Yeah, I listen to YouTube while I play Madden. That's what kind of content overload I'm on.
Yeah, so. Like we talked about. Yeah, because you listen to, because if you heard the recent show about screens, I don't know if you've heard that one.
That's the one I'm on today. Okay. I ain't finished it yet. But, I'm ducking that one.
Why? Because you think this will be a call out?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No. Me personally.
It might not. You'd be surprised. I mean, you see, look.
They put this little stupid screen time app on my phone.
Oh.
And it was like, you use your phone 4 less hours this week. I'm like, damn, how many hours did I use my phone?
That's
4 less hours.
Numbers.
The
numbers are hit. It's a heavy hit. And I mean, the thing is, like, and I always say the Android iPhone debate, it's stupid. Anyone who knows me knows I hate it. But the reality is, like, tech is tech. So, like, they make a real thing of, like, trying to break down.
Can I give you behind the scenes real quick?
But you got some numbers?
No, just some the episode for the day.
What's that?
Look at the circle up there.
Oh Lord!
I told you to steer the ship, so
Either way, like I said, we're gonna roll with some punches because we got a lot to get into.
But I don't like to be shamed about my Samsung phone.
I don't care.
It's a beast.
It's
old as hell, but it's a beast.
But you know what? But this is what I tell people. It's not about which one you have. It's about what apps you need or what you use it for. Because most cases, if you're just in your case, your phone is business oriented.
Yeah.
So from a predominantly business oriented perspective, I need to be able to make calls. I need to be able to receive text and send text. Like I'm glad, and people think I'm the bad guy, even as a tech person, to say what I'm about to say. I don't think tech in this capacity would have been chaotic when we were in high school. No cap. Mm-hmm. Just because everything would have been recorded. Everybody would have been trying to, like, the videos and all of that, like the stuff that we're seeing now. Folks were doing that, just nobody recorded it. Nothing was saved. I don't want all those memories.
I can say this because it's over now. And we out the way.
Right.
But my son and his friends had a fight club. At school, right?
Okay.
He a suburban kid.
Yeah, right.
Respect, like,
spade.
but he a suburban kid on purpose. Right. I got him out the way. I'm like, okay, we good.
Right.
I go in his room. I hear something called 10 seconds. They just hollering 10 seconds, 10 seconds. They go in for 10 seconds and beat each other up.
Wow.
And record it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, those type of things would never be, even if you do it, it would never get out.
Right.
And in my world, that's expulsion.
Yeah, and for us, it's all like, we almost had the theory without having a theory of what happens in Vegas. That was literally how it was. Nothing was known until somebody happened to talk about it.
Exactly. So it's hard navigation.
Yeah.
Especially with the kids. It's a hard navigation because
because you reprogram
come up like that.
Yeah, you're reprogramming and kind of recalibrating. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna throw my five album question in there, but I ain't gonna do that yet since you just brought up kids.
I still can't answer that one.
That's fine. All right, can you get 3?
It's too many and not enough, and I'm forget. But I try. Yeah, I'm gonna make the attempt. Because I've been listening to your show,
and you've been hearing everybody hitting that joint,
and it's been different.
Yeah,
when I listen to it, every time I listen to the question, it changed. So
I'll give you leniency on it because one of my guests did this, and I was thinking about that on the way here because I've had people that are like, does it have to be 5? And I'm like, no, it doesn't have to be 5. Mm-hmm. You could do like what he did. So one guy did it. Shout out to Sean, by the way. He did it almost like an NBA team where he did a starting 5. He did a bench. He had like a bench, and then he had like a coach.
Yeah.
So if you want to, you can rock it that way. If you want to do it, we can play it. We can do it as football. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not a limitation.
I might have the cheat code though. I might have to look at the phone.
That's fair.
Okay.
Everybody, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna sit.
Yeah, but I want to be able to do it off the top, but I can't.
I can't pigeonhole you because I mean that's
thing.
Yeah.
At the moment, let me see.
So while you queuing that up, I'm gonna use this opportunity. You'll see how you man. If you need an accessory,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To get your
I'm listening myself.
To get the to lock your phone, shut down apps. It's coming soon to Android, I believe. Okay. The brick accessory. Check it out. It is probably the one accessory that has helped me reduce screen time on my phone. It is really, and I'm not just saying it as this is not I'm pushing it as a hardcore spot. I'm pushing it as like, I'm a living proof to the item working. Like, I'm one of those people almost like, Shaq joke on his, like they joke on Shaq about the endorsements, but anything that he backed, it ain't gonna be no crap.
It's so dope, I'm not looking at my phone till you finish. Okay. Because I knew you was going.
Yeah.
You was going with the brick accessory. Yeah. And you said something earlier on Facebook, and I typed a long message and then I stopped. Okay. About doing something for free or something.
Yeah, giving content for free. Yeah, giving away. I read it. I can read the exact status. It's no big deal. I hope it.
All right, but yeah. I'm just telling you that I saw it, and I had a long ass message. I didn't want to type it and retype it and stuff like that.
I knew it was gonna be a massive unpack. So if you want to give it, you give a live response.
My thoughts on that is you doing it for the love of what you're doing, but I believe that you should be compensated. Okay. So you're not begging. Yeah. You're not.
Right.
But you should be compensated for this.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I just don't want you to think that you shouldn't be well compensated.
Yeah.
Compensated for it.
I got you.
All right. Because it was on. Sometimes it gets lost in translation.
It's funny you say.
I just want you to.
Yeah. So while you searching, because we're gonna have this combo, because this is a combo that I've always been like freestyling and talking and teetering with. Of a lot of times the internet is known as a missing interpreter. I'll say it that way. So like what happens is a lot of times stuff will get posted and a person will respond, and they'll respond understanding what you said, but then you're talking to this person and you're messaging, your conversation turns into a thread, and it's like some people may read it from the outside and think, are they listening to each other or are they just talking? But most cases, depending on the person, like I even had somebody who, she put a response to something that I posted and she was like, we can agree to disagree. And I was like, that's fine. Like if everyone agreed on everything, it'd be a boring world.
Right.
I don't think, like, that's why I always say, like, I don't need everybody doesn't need to have this phone. Everybody doesn't need to have that phone. Everyone doesn't have to believe in this. Everyone doesn't have to. You ride your lane, you ride your wave. Like if everybody was a Lakers fan, we have a boring, like it would be such a boring league to watch. So
as far as that go, I leave with respect.
Yeah.
So I don't have to care on the back end. Yeah. Because I know how I'm coming. Okay. I'm leading with respect. So if it's misinterpreted or if I come out wrong, I can actually get it back. Like, I don't like the way you said that, or I'm cool with that. Yeah, if somebody have a problem, but leading with respect,
we good.
Works for me. Yeah, like then we can disagree. Like
fair. Yeah.
But okay,
you got it. Are you ready? You
ride it.
You rock this
victory lap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
My first favorite, good in my soul food.
Okay.
That junk is to this day.
I think I think you're the first one to do Victory Lap. Okay. But it's a good album. You're not wrong, because that's definitely a non-skippable.
And I'm scrolling through the phone. So.
No, you all right?
Dirty Money.
Okay.
All right. It's just the time. I think it was like it hit right coming out of high school, so it just resonates with the time, and I can kind of remember things as an old man that I that I forget. So, Black Album.
You got a couple more?
Black Album.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Black Album.
Yeah.
So where I'm at,
4.
Okay.
Like I said, if you want to do starting 5 in the bench,
the God Box, David Banner. The God Box.
Okay. I may have to go back and
just certain things happen in life, and it just resonated with me. Okay. It gave me that old soul food feeling, kind of.
Fair.
Like,
Okay.
Now, if I hop in the car, I ain't putting it up. But if I'm feeling a certain kind of way, I'm putting it up.
Let that rock. Yeah.
But excuse me. Shit. What that? That's fine?
That's fine.
I'm cool. Yeah. Ask me again tomorrow.
Yeah. Look, cool. So these answers are subject to change. We'll put the disclaimer. So yeah, we like I said, we vibe and getting the chopper, talk about different stuff. I see he got his topics. Some of them I'm probably gonna teeter with because I saw something on there about the Jacolby thing, and we're gonna dance on that a little bit. Cause
on him? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why I left it open just in case. But no, the pod guy gonna steer this ship.
Yeah, no,
so I'm good.
Well, like I told you, I'm using.
But see, because I was listening to the episode.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I'm riding and I'm listening to stuff, I just jot it down beside me. Yeah. And then later on, I go back and look at it and then see what resonate, what don't. And, you know what I'm saying? So this was just a jot session because we was going to do this today.
Yeah.
So
I get you.
I don't want to make it a repeat of what you already done, but some stuff I can just flow through my thoughts and I just jot. You know what I'm saying?
And some stuff I can bring up just as random whim because, like, I think I talked to you when we talked a couple, last few days, and we talked about it for a couple of weeks, months, years, give or take. We're talking about it. You've heard me talk about this on the show, and I think I've mentioned it in different shows. I commend her, and I don't know if you've heard. I think I have to send you the interview that I referred to. Andrew Martinez, J. Cole. They were at the Marley House, and that's
heard that one.
And that show. That particular recording is why I'm like, all right, I gotta come up with it. And I ain't gonna say I gotta, but it put me in a position to come up with a new format of like recording. Because like one of my friends, let me mark that. Because I'm gonna I'm gonna make sure I refer to that show. She was one of my guests. She had met me through Facebook. She thought I was someone else. We connected as friends. She was doing music. She came on the show. We recorded the show. We're going through the show, rolling through, and you probably remember this episode.
Or if I'm starting off in space, that's how I listen to podcasts.
I got you. No. You're in the zone. Yeah, no.
I'm looking through the windshield so I can focus.
Yeah, referencing the music, the pod vibe. You like, this is me. Like, I'm listening to the show, but I'm also like a guest at the same time. I got you.
Yeah.
So we're talking. We're on the show and we're talking, and then like out of nowhere, I tell her, I was like, I wrote none of the questions down. She was like, she didn't realize that I wasn't like everything was impromptu. And so it's a thing now that unless I need like, okay, we'll format and we'll go over certain topics, I usually can just start up my program, do a couple mic texts. If I know the person, I know you, so I can roll. Like it's so many different directions, especially with like, go ahead.
But this is how that text message would look when I listen to episodes. When you send me an episode. This is how the text message would look for every time.
Right.
But I'm not doing that. Yeah. You don't want to see that.
Yeah.
But I just did it today just because you was coming, you know what I'm saying, to do the show.
I got you.
I just be like, damn, man, bro, I feel you on that one. And I can't talk to my damn self.
Right.
Somebody pull up beside me, it look crazy.
Right.
So that's why I jotted down notes like that.
So parenting blended with planning. Talk about that. Because I'm gonna come at this. I got different perspectives about the planning cue, but I'm just gonna go into the parental and planning factor. Because I also know you.
My wife is the planner.
Right.
My wife is the planner. Right. Mm-hmm. So we have what is that? Google Calendar.
Yep.
And I ported to Samsung Calendar just because I like the aesthetics. But
interfaces.
She has a different color on the calendar. Mm-hmm. So I got work stuff on the calendar.
Right.
She got family stuff.
Right.
She can tell me we going somewhere for 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. But my mind is focused on protection and provision. Type man shit.
Yeah.
So she plans, and I find out when it hit the calendar for the most part for like leisure stuff.
Yeah.
For practices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you talked to me yesterday,
right? That's when I was asking you about the time.
Like, you was like, when?
Yeah.
I was like, hey babe, blah, 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 what's up?
Right.
Then I asked my son, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Because I run off of my schedule. Mm-hmm. It's just work.
Yeah.
It work and then chill. Right. Work and then chill.
Yep.
That's my schedule.
Okay.
But when it comes down to like scheduled stuff and timing and all that, I kind of leave it to the wife on that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that answered the question, but like, yeah, I don't.
Because it's all about, so golden rule that I'm always pushing is perspective.
Yeah.
Because your experience of it, because there's no, in the words of Special that we both know from school.
Heart goes out to Special. Yeah. Yeah, I listened to that episode, so heart goes out. No doubt. That's
love, real love. Definitely supporting fam. I'm gonna check in with her after. Sure.
Special's mom used to work with me at the post office.
Okay.
I didn't know she was Special's mom.
Really?
But she was a real sweetheart to me too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, I didn't know, but
2%. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not 2%, but yeah.
But yeah, I she was one of them people that just pat you on the back, say, "You good, baby? Don't worry about it." You know what I'm saying? When you have a rough day. So
for sure.
All right, but
but I bring her up because the best plan is a plan. Doesn't matter what plan. Yeah. Like a lot of times, I've had to present to many of my friends either on podcasts or over the phone of, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this.
So the orange is family.
The
blue is mine.
Yeah.
And then miscellaneous.
Got you.
And it go in my business. Mm-hmm. You see how light it is.
Yeah.
After this,
right?
Because it fill in as it go.
Yeah.
But it always ends up like this.
Yeah.
But it starts blank and then
to the month, like the month ahead. Okay.
The day ahead. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay. With the work stuff. Yeah.
Welcome to the planning world.
Yes, sir.
So but
I'm trying to get better too.
I think you can. I mean,
I'm trying to get better.
If a plan go down for somebody to do work, you'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Because you gotta. I mean, that's what's feeding. We've talked about that, and I've heard you talk about that.
Yeah.
Because you'll be like, look, I'm in the midst of a lock right now. Let me do this joint. Give me about 10, 15. I'll get back to you. Take your time.
That's just the spur.
Okay. Got you. Oh yeah, right timer. All right. You want to do a 20-second timeout?
No.
Okay.
No.
Double up.
Roll.
All right. Look at this. This is how you know. This is how you know that he knows that I know how to podcast, because he's gonna do this and he knows that I'm gonna clean this up. Look. This is how you know he knows that I know how to podcast, because he's like, yeah, I'm gonna let that rock.
Yeah, we good. All right.
So 2%, not even 2% topic, a real topic, because this is me saying you are unofficially in the group as our friend Jarrell, aka Nashawn, of BT Made Me Back. Because since I've been here, you've utilized one of what I would consider one of the best power banks with a company that I didn't get it. And I'm not stressed about not getting affiliated.
I want you to get that one though, for real.
I'm working on it, man.
They got the product speak for itself, because this thing runs stronger than my wall charger. Mm-hmm. Runs stronger than my wall charger.
Cable from them, wall charger from them.
You see?
Yeah, we talking about it now. Like I said, I'm team nylon / braided. I will do nylon and braided before I do rubber cables. I think rubber cables, they're the easiest way to describe it is they will fray on you so fast, because as soon as you start seeing wires, like you ain't got no point using it. And then I have to tell people, tech tip, I'm gonna piss somebody off. If you got to, sure, do 5 below, but it's risky. But even worse, gas station. Avoid gas station. People do it, but people will do it. They will go in there, they got a 10-foot cable.
I done plugged something in there and went the other way. This shit losing power while it's plugged in.
This is how he know I know what I'm doing. You call that? I'm probably, knowing me, I'll get that straight. Because ironically, because I'm likely at it in tomorrow. So funny story, not far from here is a library. I'm not going to say which library because I don't need to get location, but it's a library nearby.
Oh, you make the left right
near McDonald's.
I love it. Out the way.
Yeah.
Out the way.
Man,
do they let you use the 3D printer?
I've not used a 3D printer.
Okay. I was just wondering that because I seen it.
I don't see why not. If you got a card, I don't see why you can't. If you know what you're doing. Or you messing around with it. So I got good story and bad story. Good story is I've done recordings there, or I've had meetings for like phone call. I've had calls to like be there.
Okay.
But when you're downstairs, if you get a room, you get no service. At least I don't.
Oh.
So like I'll be on like I was trying to do like my therapist was trying to hit me up.
Because the main level upstairs.
Oh yeah, upstairs.
So you're saying going downstairs.
Yeah, if you go downstairs, it's like a low signal. So that's my good story. My bad story is, and it's nearing a year since this happened. Made a dumb mistake, learned it, never do it again. I went in there, I'm sitting down, using the computer, chilling. I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Now I got all my tech stuff, everything. One thing I didn't pick up, phone. Go in the joint, go in the bathroom, come back, snipe me, get the phone. But not knowing that they don't know who they was doing this with, I can find all my devices. So I'm keeping track of the joint. They done left from there, went to the near McDonald's, threw it in the trash can. I was like, if I really was that desperate, sure I could get in there and make a move. But I'm like, just request a new phone. But what the person did was they ended up going in, getting the phone, took it to their house. And I'm looking at it on my tracker the whole time. I'm like, I could easily go into making this illegal. And I was like, nah, you keep it. I'm just going to restart it, clear it. You can't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
I was like, dog. But it was definitely like, for the 2 days that I didn't have my phone and then having to adjust everything work-wise was like crazy. Because you got to update all your information. So, yeah.
That's part of the reason I upgrade too.
Oh, yeah?
I just don't want to port over and stuff either.
The port shouldn't be that hard, though.
It's not, but I got like old school apps, like note apps and stuff like that. That's not going to port.
Gotta go.
So I'm still going to have to run this with whatever new I get. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be a 2-phone situation.
Yeah.
And I like 1-phone situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So also a good note take. Rock the note app that you rocking. But one note app I'm living and dying by, even as an Android, even as an iPhone user, I use Google. I love Google Keep. I live on Google Keep. It is probably only because it's accessible anywhere and everywhere. Okay. I've definitely been rocking with it for a while, and they look like little sticky notes. You can change the different colors. You can set it up, and I want to say it might be like it may be the default base for the note apps.
I've been running off color note forever. Yeah, because
they look like little sticky notes.
It just look like a yellow notepad.
Yeah.
And then you just and they got the checklist. The quick checklist is because this is my checklist, right? But this one right here
on the go
when you go on, hit a couple spots. Yeah,
gotcha. So, man, we rolling. So what's so a couple years ago, I recall someone coming to me, and they started this for a little while. Yeah, we're going.
Where the hell you going to?
I remember.
Yeah,
you want to lead this, or you want me to roll with it?
Tell me about it, and I'll tell you why. But it's not going to be a good enough excuse.
No, it's going to be good. I'm not.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not looking for an excuse. I'm just looking. This is general conversation.
Yep. I know where you go.
You were looking at, he was like, yeah, man, looking at doing this podcast thing. And and even to this day, I still, like, now for you, it's like you see it all in person. So it's like you see it's a couple things, you set up, you do a test, you roll. Did it with son, had a joint. He was like, let me check this out. I was like, okay, it looked nice. I'm hearing, I like what I'm hearing. He's like, I don't like it. I ain't ready. It ain't it. So he did like maybe one other episode. It was like, all right, this ain't for me. But we talked about this off air too. And I'm giving grace because I understand too. Your thing, which I'm 100% in full respect of, is if you're going to do it, you're going to do it right. And on top of that, I think because even with you not, correct me if I'm not putting words in your mouth, and correct me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. Even with you not seeing me do it, but today you're seeing it, it's like, okay, I understand the process because it's not like just some throw a mic down, start talking. Give me the real,
it's for real. If I felt like I could carry a show solo, I would do it.
Right.
But I attempted it with my brother. Mm-hmm. I attempted it with my wife. Yeah. I attempted it with my son. Yeah. And it's just like, if I can't be consistent and put out good content, I don't want to do it. That's just what it is with me.
I respect that.
So with the most successful one will probably be with my wife because we can do a relationship one. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. But she private person.
Yeah. So
I don't want to fight when we leave.
Yeah, it'd be like a yin and yang type of thing.
Yeah. And it would be a great show. Mm-hmm. But I don't want that smoke when we hit pause or stop.
Yeah. Yeah, because you gotta. Yeah, because they're the wax. Yeah, because what's on wax versus what's off wax.
In your words, we don't have to unpack every damn show.
Y'all
I don't want to unpack every day.
Y'all got 4-hour shows easily. Because sometimes the show.
But yeah, it'll flow. Like I said, because I kind of wanted to show our relationship,
right?
Because it's a lot of black man, black woman odds going on. Fair. And
it's what it is. Yeah.
Choose right.
Right.
Choose right.
Stay ready to get ready.
Yeah, choose right. Facts. Choose right. That's the name of the game for real. Yeah. Okay. Most problems is we choose wrong. And you gotta go through them.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, because it's almost like that.
Yeah, I ain't know her all my life. Yeah. So but you got choose right. And then I'm gonna step off.
I get you. That's like the reference I was giving. I gave people, and you've heard it on the show where I was talking about getting hit in the back of the head with the iPhone, and they're like, "You didn't understand." It's like, all right, you got hit. No, I'm gonna take it. I'm good. No, okay, keep getting hit in the back of the head when it's enough, or any door. Shoot, matter of fact, that power brick. That power brick is heavy.
Heavy as shit. Yeah, I put that joint in my hooded pouch.
Yeah.
And the one I had was about half this size, right? But it ain't perform like that, though. The one I had to keep it, to maintain the level so you can get to a charger. I use this more than the wall chargers a lot of times.
You should be able to honestly get like a good, especially if it's low, you can probably get like a good 5 chargers out of that joint. Easily.
I've been down to 1%. And ran 20% off my phone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's strong. Heavy as hell though. No, so this the home one.
Yeah, and see, I got. You got a home and away.
Yeah. No, I got a away one because I use the one in the car. So
yeah, I got. Of course, with me, anytime I get them, I'm always like, all right, I got to get a case because the last thing I need is for that joint to look like.
You was talking about that too about the auto boxes.
Yeah, auto boxes.
When I buy a new phone. I go auto box, even because they'll replace it. So if it's something broken on it, they don't ask no questions. Right. You just give them the serial number, no receipt. They just
And for your type of work, it would be
it goes through demand.
Yeah, now, I'm learning that now.
Now I got a mall special now.
Yeah,
because this phone 5 years old. So over time, I just stopped spending as much money with it. But
right, I'm with that.
Yeah, but you can't even see it. This thing cracked all up, but you can't see it.
Yeah.
It's all down the side, on the corner, here.
Holding together.
Tech-wise, though, how you feel about the privacy screens? Like
I live in Bagby.
Because the only problem, but it doesn't do it this way, though.
So that's what I was getting ready to tell you.
Somebody in front of you or across from you.
So that's what I was actually about to tell you. So I have one, too. Mm-hmm. You can...
That's nice.
So it's the same thing, but the only problem is it's not. So they're.
So top to bottom, how it works?
It's not top to bottom. It's still the same.
That's what I'm saying. Is there?
They have
if somebody can do a top to bottom, I pay.
I saw somebody. Because you gotta find the right company, and then it's like you want to make sure it's gonna be a legitimate. It's funny because a lot of people think privacy screens are not it, but realistically. As someone who works in IT and even as someone who just is around computers all the time, I don't be wanting everybody to see what I'm doing. And it ain't that I'm doing anything inappropriate. It's just I'm more.
My wife has instructions to burn my phone and throw it in the river when I go. Ain't nobody business.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'll reverse that part of the podcast just in case because I need to make sure we keep everything because we don't know who gonna hear this show. You don't care?
No, we good.
All right, we good. All right,
yeah. I'm gonna send it to her so we can do a podcast.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Is she still? It's up to you if you want to talk about it or not. Is she still looking to do the blog? Or that's been on chill?
She does. I think she does like a soccer mom IG or something like that. Okay. I check with her because I stay off of IG. So yeah, I'm not really. I'm up to par on it, but I check
IG,
with her.
I keep IG dancing once in a while. I think I only use it because if I'm doing like photos or I'm sharing stuff I'm learning to be more present on there.
Okay.
But then also, I've had people, and I think one of the shows you were talking, because I want to say I mentioned it on an episode where I was like, yeah, a lot of times what happens is you have to know how to separate the social and the media. So I'm learning now, like, all right, you gotta be more balanced on giving the media, but not get aggressively pulled. Because once the social happens, it's like, and I've seen people argue, like, have stupid arguments. Like, I understand. So, like, for instance, it's the funniest thing online that now the newest trend, which it may be a show I'll do separate, but we can chop it up now about it. We're done, like the whole we're done with the 90s. And I'm like, why is everybody playing the we're done with the 90s with basketball when it's like, y'all do understand, like, yes, the game has evolved. Yes, every kid, we talked about this. Hey, let me go to this 3-point line.
Man.
Can't make a layup to say they sold.
I coached these kids.
I did.
And this was about 3-4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But we had children, that could not get the ball to hit the rim.
Right.
Shooting from step range.
Yep.
And I'm like, don't nobody see this?
Yeah. Right.
So, like,
mindset, yeah.
I'm like, don't nobody see this? Like, am I the only one here? So, yeah.
It was a kid. He ain't gonna never hear this show, and it don't matter because even though it's a funny story to talk about now, he used to call him Baby Westbrook. He just would he tried to do everything, and I was like, bro, you are not him.
I would tell you like this, and I'm not boosting my kid because if he ain't got it.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is, my son was frustrated because he could dribble and knew the fundamentals.
Right.
So we got kids picking the ball up and running like a football. Mm-hmm. So my kid going to the rack, dishing it out, and literally hitting these kids upside their head.
Ready for the pass. Yeah, right.
Like bouncing off their head. And I'm coaching, so I gotta have a certain amount of because I don't. Yeah, because they still kids, man.
Right.
So I had to stop coaching because
it was just a lot.
I can't say, bro, you suck. I gotta be like, bro, you need to work on this and you need to work on this, and you know what I'm saying. So it's not the kid fault, ultimately. No, but it got bad.
Fundamentals. I mean,
it got bad, man. It got to the point where, and now he tried out for a nice team now. Okay, so now it's possible he might have to come off the bench.
Really?
So now we're gonna see. Yeah. So I ain't throwing no kids under the bus. I'm just saying that
I need to
get that work. I got you.
I'm not capping. I'm seriously. As soon as it get rolling,
as soon as the orange hit this phone,
I'm not being funny. Like
I know. You asked me about it before.
I know we chopped it up about it, but I definitely want to. I definitely want to see because I like to see. I always am for seeing where kids are with basketball because one, it's a matter of if the child is into playing, if they're being put in because of it, and not. Population 0, fair warning. So I'm always making sure I say that. But I always like to see how the dedication and the passion and the joy behind playing.
I would say this.
You want to say something?
My son. No, just a real story. This was told me. Yeah. I'm a boys club Randolph court baller. You know what I'm saying? So
it ain't. When it was open, I was playing against Rob. We were playing at Robinson Street,
and I'm working hard. And I'm down Harrison. You know what I'm saying? We came up Robinson a couple times or whatever, but whatever was the closest back then to you. Yep. And then Randolph Center and that's it.
I'm surprised y'all never came to Salvation Army, but it's cool.
Not really.
Because that's where I grew up. So random story, because I don't know if you noticed or not. I was on East End. So because everybody used to be like, how did you get to go to TJ? And I was like, because I went to Albert. Like the school I went to was a model school, so I got to choose whatever middle school I wanted. Yeah. So I went to Albert Hill, which then led me to TJ. So when I was out at TJ, I saw basketball in a different light from TJ compared to granted. Now I'm going to Armstrong when Kennard was there, Lamont was there, and of course now it's fun to see his son playing ball.
Who's that?
KJ. Okay. KJ White. He played for. He was actually there. Junior. Yeah, his son played. His senior year was he was at Verona.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I felt bad they got knocked out, and then I was keeping up with John Marshall's like basketball team.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother gear right
Oh
there.
no, I already know. I already like watching the girls play and watching the boys play. I felt bad because the girls lost last week, but overall it's just dope to watch them. It's like
dominate.
Yeah, just running.
Dominate. But see, as going to TJ, it was. Yeah, we had government schools over top of the school, but we had like 500 people in the school.
Right.
And we playing against 3As and stuff like that. So we was outmatched regardless. And I'm not no crybaby. Like,
no, I get a spade, yeah.
But
seeing the whiffs.
When John Marshall running through them Danville and whatever,
right. Who was it?
I love it.
They played somebody last year.
No, I love it. I love it because they were snatching our talent out of the city.
But that was
I love it.
Yeah, and that was just that, like, to be real, if you think about it, the starting point of that was the Isaiah Todd effect. Because when he got there, and I told people, I was like, Isaiah Todd's coming, which is a good thing. I was like, ESPN ain't pulling up. They weren't. I think Isaiah played for like a year, maybe two, went to like another school, and I think he's in G League right now. Hopefully he's not overseas, but I say all that to say, like, all those guys, like, since then, they've been able to get playing the game. They're running the numbers. So, just it's fun to watch and just, see it evolve with the game. But yeah, as far as your son playing, man, like I said, I definitely want. I like, and to your point,
that's what I forgot. That's what.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm a bounce, but
you good. That's how.
So he was playing. He played a game, right? At this rec league.
Yeah.
You want to get like, but they were outmatched, but the final score was 40 to like 26.
Right.
And he had 21. Okay?
Yeah.
If I had 21 at his age, I'd have been celebrating. I'd be like, look,
yeah. I
got him. I did my thing. He went out here. Not that one, not the new court, the old court.
Yeah.
That court right there, and it's at 10. I lowered it down so he can dunk.
Yeah.
But he came out here in the rain and shot for 30 minutes in the pouring rain after the game. In the dark after the rain. So he got a level of competitiveness, Mamba mentality.
Right.
That's why when I be telling you about so he got a level of dedication that I ain't had when I was his age.
Right.
I didn't have that. So I never pushed him to it.
It just became natural.
He's a competitor.
Right.
So only thing I do is every season, baseball, basketball, I don't care.
Right.
Do something, be competitive, and then that's his thing.
Yeah.
So
fair. I got that. And I like it.
Even if it's a chess club, I don't care. Go out, compete, and
you're right, because that keeps your social keeps your social battery managed, in my opinion. Like I would think of it as like, because it's key to be around people, because you don't, even as someone who loves gaming, who values gaming to a T, I sometimes look at it like, yo, put the system down, put the controller down, talk.
And see, he's a gamer and a baller.
Yeah.
So he good. He good.
Yeah,
like I call him the kid collector.
Yeah.
Matter of where if we walk around here, it's at least one scooter or bike that's not his around here at all times.
And they just
go knock on doors and be like, "Come on, let's play." Right. He one of those like.
I like it. Love it. So I know the setup on the grill almost done. So I'm gonna do this as a double win because we nearing that good point of the show.
Okay. And
you've been listening to the show long enough, so I like to let the guests give their food for thought, message to pass along to the listeners. And it's not me wrapping up the show early. It's because
because I'm gonna have to pull that off and wrap it. And, it's a whole process.
I know. Look, like like you said the Mamba mentality. Ironically, this is the year. This is year 8 Mamba year, so it works out. So, what is a message you would like to give to the listeners as a passive message? It could be anything. No limits.
Don't stop.
Nice.
Don't stop. Keep going.
Okay.
We here. If you can hear this shit, you up. Shit. If you can hear this shit, you up. So don't stop. That's it.
Don't stop. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Well, complaining is for
that's funny
for somebody else. I don't know.
My boy who trains me, he said every time, even though I didn't even wear the bracelet.
No,
go ahead.
I do want to ask you about that. How's that going? Because I was in the gym heavy.
Yeah.
And then just stopped. Mm-hmm. So I got a treadmill in the house, I got the weights, I got everything. Mm-hmm. What's the motivation? What gets you?
Dude. This might be.
And how much do it cost?
The group now, the one I'm doing. So this is like personal trainer, and it's for like one session a week. It's like $340 a month, and that's giving you like a week. You get like you get one in-person session a week, and then depending on who you're working with, like and I got a good double up with him because he's my friend, and he's gonna hold me. He gonna hold feet to the fire. He ain't about like, look, you can't be kind of sort of doing this. Like I've been working with it for over a year. Okay, I've gone through my fluctuations. Obviously, you can tell like, but a lot of it is just the simple stuff. So like, it's routine. Yeah, it's about habits, patterns. Like I told you off air, 2 things. I value a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong. Tech core to the core, no pun intended. But water and breathing. Me before I worked out, like matter of fact, I'll do you one better. Go back and listen to shows before I started working out, and just notice like, man, I was sitting there breathing. I used to sit there. I'm tired. Now I can relax. It's more calm. Like the simplest things that we take for granted. I think now I look at like, bro, this is like a thing. Like I can breathe. I'm like walking. I'm breathing. Like I can breathe through both nostrils. I'm like, oh my gosh. So to answer your primary part of it, it's the discipline, changing, and just kind of switch. Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing. That was my theme this year. So like, even down to sometimes, I may eat how I eat, but then like something small is like cutting portions down or not trying to feel like, oh my God, no one's sitting here saying you got to run out here and, I mean, I'm doing it next month, I'm running a 10K next month. That's going to be probably okay. I'm going to warn you now. I'm warning the listeners as they hear this. That will probably be one of the most interesting, whatever I do that show after that 10K, just have a seat. It's because I'm not going to do live. I want to do live.
I'm not doing the 10K, but you know I was going because you just seen the light bulb. Yeah. So, walking podcast.
I've done a couple of those.
Okay. I like those. Yeah. I like those.
I'm trying to
because you get the
and now it's gonna be more intense only because now. So to give context to that, I was only doing like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and like my trainer, and it just made sense. He was like, because now I'm doing 20 minute walk, 20-minute jog or walk. Okay. So he was like, do your walk and then follow up and do your jog right after. So. A lot of times, like, I usually do those once a week. I try to do them on Wednesdays because that's usually, like, my mental week. Because going outside and getting that reset. And then, 2, I'm crazy. I go out early in the morning because I'm like, I ain't trying to deal with no whole lot of brouhaha, no whole lot of foolishness. Yeah. I want to walk and get it done. And I think it's so bad because he had to break. He said this to me yesterday. And this is, you know what? This is my message I'm going to pass along. If you really want to see where you need to be, pay attention to most big wigs and CEOs of like your major companies. They are not in no meeting halfway out of shape, struggling. Bezos, Elon, even me not being the biggest fan of Elon, rest his soul, Steve, Tim. I know I'm calling them all by their first name, but all them cats ain't but a decent. They had whatever weight they got a whole routine of like, all right, I'm gonna get up and do these things. I'm gonna work. Sure, I got like some manual labor I may have to deal with, but for the most part, I'm gonna make sure I'm up before everybody else and get my stuff knocked out. So it's just having that mind, and like I said, I know having +1, having family, it's like mixing those things in there too.
I literally got lazy working for myself because I get up when I feel like it.
Right.
So that I gotta reset that part of it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's just a small, and it's something as light as, like, people used to give me, because I'll tell them, I'm like, I get up at 5. Why you get up so early?
No,
I need to do what I'm.
That mentality. Now, if you tell me you get up at 5, I might say, shit, I ain't getting up at 5, but I'm not gonna tell you or say that's a negative thing, because that's a positive thing.
But here's
even
the counter.
if I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, but here's the counter to that. Whatever your early part of the day is when you start working, set a couple hours before that and say, hey, let me get up to at least a lot. Because you, as people, and this is probably gonna be a double message. As people, we give time to everybody else but ourselves. That's
facts.
That's just what it is.
That's right.
That's just, and it's a challenge without being a challenge. So sometimes you have to I think, I don't remember what episode it was. I think it was when I had my friend Patrick on. I tell people this theory every single time. You cannot eat an entire pizza without, like, if I put a pizza in front of you right now, don't cut it. You can't eat the whole pizza in one hit. You got to take it off in bites, or as most stores sell it, it's sliced up. But that's why they literally made pizza cutters for that intent. Because you're not gonna sit down there and, it's a pizza off the, you done took it out of the oven, put it up there. You're not gonna sit there and say, let me take this whole thing and just, no, you gotta cut it down. And most people always use the elephant reference, which I think is fine too. But yeah, you just gotta cut it down and like slice it out. So it's just making that time for yourself. Because if you don't make the time for you, then you giving whatever you got to everybody else, and then by the time you're done, like I had somebody who asked me they asked a question online. They was like, "What do you draw attention to?" I said, "I draw attention to people that like to not seek. I don't want to say light seekers, but more of light pullers. They like, hey, let me pull everything from you so I can turn your light off. And then I'm sitting there with no light, and I'm like, bro, I'm the light. Like, why are you coming and be like this?"
What remind me of that is the Jay-Z, how can I help to pull from one of them?
Right.
And that's what keep me, but that's on the business end.
Yeah.
And that's how I feed my family. So
right.
I'm going to go with that, but as far as like
feeding you,
personal fitness, health, stuff like that, that's the part that's harder, because we wouldn't have nowhere to podcast if I didn't do the business end.
Facts.
So it's not even a second thought on that part of it.
I'm with you.
But can I plug real quick?
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Plug, you know.
I need to plug everything black owned _.
Okay.
My little cuz.
Okay.
He promote black business.
Okay.
And he came up under me, so he's solid. So whatever he say, you can call me on it.
Right.
Okay. And my little bro, he almost my damn age. So Tone.
Okay.
He got a car lot on Williamsburg Road. 375 East Williamsburg, Idea Motors.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I want to get to a point in my business where I can float you some money.
Yeah.
For what you're doing. So that's one of my goals. I want to say that out loud.
Yeah.
I want to be, it's not officially affiliate marketing, but I want to be able to, for you to send people my way and you get some bread.
Yeah.
For what you do.
Fact.
Okay.
It's ironic because I was going to give you a 2% story. Not 2% story. I'm going to give you a real story, then we're going to wrap.
Mm-hmm.
We were at work. The person I told you listened to the pod.
Mm-hmm.
She sent me a message. She's like, yeah, I'm locked out of my car. And I was like, it's funny. I actually know someone who's like, that does that type of work. Right. And in my head, I was like, all right, I know I can, because I can give her the lead, but then I also got to know how your setup is. And for you, it's like, look, if they call, I'm going to do the work.
804-213-2620.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can smooth it out.
Yeah, so I'm just.
Now.
Yeah.
You know who ain't got no damn money. You know who bullshit.
Oh, no.
So
she would have had the bread.
No, I'm just talking about in general but I'm fine.
Yeah.
Just send them to me, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if I can't, I send somebody to them.
Yeah.
Or I give them a reference. I got a couple of reputable people that I can send. Because in this business,
I already know.
That's why I'm solo.
Yeah. And that's how it works.
Yeah, because I get phone. Hey, I want to work with you. Am I able to teach you how to break into any home and make a key for any car.
Right.
How confident am I in you?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair. No,
yeah.
absolutely.
So, hopefully a young, honorable fella comes around that I can, share with.
Too,
yeah. But it got to be.
They got to be.
I got to put my name on the line. So that's it. Yeah.
It's all about your name. Your name is your name.
Yep.
But yeah, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Man, I want to do this shit again, man.
I
gotta do this shit again.
Say the word, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, you see, I had nothing written at all. Like I didn't write a single thing because I was just like, this is gonna be an easy, like organic, like this is
this is a conversation. Yeah.
Like I think, and I say this and then we'll wrap up. It was either pre-COVID or post-COVID. I remember saying this to you, and I've said this to people all the time. Everyone makes the reference to the whole, most people were doing podcasts from the porch. They just put microphones and all that. And I was like, no. Conversations on the porch can be on the porch. Real life conversations are like you have a conversation with somebody and somehow a microphone just falls between y'all.
Right.
And y'all just chop it up.
Right.
Because like there are a lot of calls that we used to have or still can have. And it's like, this should be a podcast topic. And it's not.
Yeah, I think with a live mic, it is a little apprehension when you discussing stuff. You know what I'm saying? For me.
Depending on what you're talking about. Talking to or talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Because with me,
when I got the podcast, you can steer the ship. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna run me up on no damn snag. No. I'm okay talking. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get no Cat Williams on. Like sensationalism but that's why I say podcast.
Yeah.
I say podcast. Because you not banking on that.
I don't care about going viral.
That's what makes it authentic.
Yeah,
that's what makes it real and authentic. You know what I'm saying? And,
perfect time.
Already.
All right, well, we're going to wrap up, man. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Truly hope you all enjoyed the show. Definitely was a lot to unpack, but I know you'll walk away with something important. As I share at the end of each season, do find your way to get into podcasting if it's something you would like to do. My podcasts are currently recorded via Buzzsprout. Been very good to me. If you want to learn more about using them, definitely hit me up at thepastbtpod@gmail.com. And also the microphone that you're hearing me on is the Blue Yeti X. Have been rolling with it for over 3 years. We've been doing this ride for quite some time, so I hope someone could find this mic useful. Again, find those people who are good or helpful in what you're trying to do to be better today than you were yesterday. The primary goal is to be 1% better. Hope you all have an amazing day, and we'll be back again to do this next time.